Hi, I'm Marcus and welcome back to another video of jPlay. Today I won't be doing any playthrough video, walkthrough video or rule explanation stuff. Today I want to give you a very brief overview about the very first expansion for the Legends of Andor. The German name for this is Der Sternenschild, so repeat after me, some German lessons here. Der Sternenschild. And I think the right translation for this would be something like Starbuckler or so. I don't know if there is already an official English name for this expansion. I haven't found anything, but for now this should suffice. I will have a look inside the box. I will show you some of the components. There are definitely some very nice new features to this expansion. And then I will let you think what I think of this expansion. I won't give any spoilers here, so I won't read or translate any of these German legend cards or something like that. I will give some clues maybe about what might be possible as I show you some of the components, but fear not, I won't, let's say, tell you any secrets and spoil your own expansions. So, let's have a look inside the box and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Sternenschild itself has a complete new system of dealing with legends. First of all, there is a new legend, and this is called the Era of the Starbuckler. And in total, this legend consists of 36 legend cards. Yes, you heard me right. This is really 36 legend cards for only one legend. And the reason for that is that the legend will be created differently. So for this legend, for the Starbuckler legend, you have to set up the complete legend system differently. So for once you have one card that says A1. This has the introduction, it tells you as usual what's going on. Then there are 5 of these A2 cards and you would shuffle them and give one to the legend here as well. So this is already some dynamic you have created here. The same goes for the A3 card, also consisting of 5 different cards. You would give them a shuffle and you would also give it only one card to the deck of your cards. Then there will be only one A4 card. This is again unique for this legend. There is only one C card here for this legend, and there will also be only one E card in this legend, but this is already more or less, let's say, some kind of an advanced game. So when you have to flip it around, you have to roll a die and something really bad happens to you. Additionally, there are 4 of these G cards. Again, you would give them a shuffle and you would select one of that, and basically at the end you have still one N card, and as usual this N card gives you whatever a good or a bad news, and this is really dependent on how well you did. Additionally, there are 6 different threats in this game, and these are also shuffled at random during the gameplay. So for example, this would be the threat of the fire demon, or you would have here this tower or the dark temple and stuff like that. So this is really gives you an additional layer of randomness to each of these legends here, so you don't really know what will happen later during this game. In order to win a game of Sternenschild, you have to fulfill 3 goals. First of all, there is the normal goal. You have to defend your castle and have to kill all of the creatures that might run towards your walls. Second, you have to fulfill a task of the prince, basically. And this is something that comes in at random. As I told you, there are 5 of these A3 cards in game, so you don't really know what kind of task lies ahead of you. And third, you have to deal with any kind of threat. And a threat comes into play by this card number or with the letter C. And as I already mentioned, you would roll a die and then any threat might lie ahead of you. For example, this could be the threat of the catapult here. So you can only win this game when you more or less defeat all these 3 threats: defending the castle, the task of the prince, and a threat. Additionally, there are some hint cards, there are some other legend cards that come into play by different legends, and there are also the wolves in this legend. And as you can see, there are these 3 wolf figures, of course of cardboard, that comes in this expansion, and the heroes are able to tame these wolves actually. Not very easily done, but at least gives you an option in order to get another ally for all the threats that lie ahead of you. These nice fellows over here represent the different threats, and they're also represented by nice thick cardboard items. So there's the siege tower, the catapult, the dark temple, the Krater, I think is his name. Then there is this fire demon and some kind of a kraken here when I flip this around. So these are some of the additional new characters and or figures that come into play here. Well, there are also some new allies that come into play here. This is Merrick the cartographer, and this would be, I think it's Kendor the thief, and some additional new cardboard items that more or less, will be shown during the game, and depending on which threat you are facing, which task you have to fulfill for the prince, they come into play or maybe not. One additional item that comes into play is the actual Sternenschild, so the Starbuckler. And the bearer of this sparkler has a very cool special ability. So during dawn, when normally all these monsters and wells and so on are being activated, he can place this little X on one of these symbols. So for example, if he does not want to move the scrolls during this day, then he would place this X on the scroll, and then these scrolls are not activated at all during the whole day. So this is a very powerful ability. And he can use this shield twice during the legend, and so I think this really gives you a good opportunity to deal with any nasty enemies that more or less try to invade the castle or something like that. And that's more or less it what ships with the expansion of the Legends of Andor here. So definitely the new legend system is awesome, so it really gives you a very good way to randomize the whole legend. Of course, when you play these legends over and over again, you know what you have to face, but I think this really takes some time and maybe keeps you occupied until the next expansion might be out. So, no, I'm just kidding here. The new material is awesome from the artwork perspective. They really kept the quality, so this is definitely job well done. It's definitely a good fit for the base game of the Legends of Andor. So if you really grew tired of the legends that come with the base game, then Sternenschild is definitely something for you. To be honest, I don't know when this will come out in English, hopefully sooner than later, but hopefully this gives you a little overview about what you can expect from the expansion if it really makes it over to you in the US or any non-German speaking country. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and until then, bye bye!